from Alpha to Omega, VHS to Beta, PlayStation to Sega, my skill is still greater. The sickest thing since BD, wicked like Ouija. Live my life crooked like the left finger on ET. Please believe me, this be the realest thing I ever wrote. Right after talking to Pac, puffing on heavy smoke. Laugh now, cry later. My only dream in life was to rock a mic up in front of you spectators and rock shell toes, not gators. Show love, not haters. I'm switching over like crossfaders to a better time and place where it's safe. And they can't judge a nigga by the color of his face, but by the content of the way that I spit these letters. I'm kicking it.
All right, guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel, man. And we are officially halfway south from the Olympia. We're here in Raleigh, Evolve Fitness, the Hood, the Hardcore Gym, my home away from home. And we got a leg session to do today, so we're gonna get to it and get to working. It's a UK summer, so you can obviously tell it's pissing down rain. Usual shit, man. But you know what, man? We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta work, and we gotta train, and we gotta put our ass to it. So we only got less than 14 weeks to bring our best. So let's do what we do, man. Let's work. All right, guys, so first workout, we got glutes today. We're moving in. One of the workouts I implemented this whole entire off season, and we're gonna push it all the way to the preps training glutes heavily, because it's one thing I wanna really improve the density on, so it gives better condition around the area. So this whole off season, we've been pushing the glutes and training as hard as possible. And one of the workouts we implemented that we're doing, we got here, we got sumo hack squat, sumo squats right here. This is a Jim Lecker one, really nice machine. It's do sumo squats on there, really targeting glutes more than quads, trying to shift the weights to push and squeeze the glutes more than you're actually putting the weights on your quads. So very wide stance, putting the focus mainly on the glutes. So coming up, crunching right at the top of the movement, and open up right, big wide when you come down. So you really put all the weights and put all the tension on the glutes. And then we'll move straight into superset. We're going to add up the machine right here. Add up the machine, this is work on the outer part of the glutes and get that striation on the outer part of the glutes, bringing it in. So add up the machine, sumo squats, both of them goes down the hands, targeting the glutes and bringing that thickness and hardness to the glutes area. So that's our first workout, supersetting those two, getting them out, getting them hard like that.
Ball cap low on my eye, cause sometimes I'm listening to my style so much, I'm just trying to get by, I'm just saying. For real, I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanna welcome you all out to a musical extravaganza called the Night and Day Project. Please save your applause to the end. I'm in the AC, cooler than I ever was. I went from bubbling to a better buzz. Hey, check this, cuz I did it with no airplay. Wild out in the lot, well, that's hearsay. I'm just trying to do my thing, shine like a star. Skills in the place, banner, you know who we are. I'm Nike, that's Nate, you know K9. I already said my name, I just say the rhyme. Take it to the next level, beat him with a shovel. Dig his own grave for him, make him meet the devil. I play the villain, man, you can play the good fella. Nice guys finish last, you ain't even passed the class. Matter of fact, you ain't even studied for it. Rapping just your hobby, man, you trying to get some money for it? Yeah, I'm just setting the standard. They can't do what I do, man, and you can't stand it. Bring the hi-hat. That's what I call my bougie flow, man. It means I'm too funky, fresh, and fly to be hanging out with you lanes. I can do this with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back, you dig? I used to do this for a living, I just do it because I love living. You don't hear me though.
All right, so second workout, we got hamstrings. So right after we finish, we jump on the hamstrings. Supersetting single leg hamstring curl. We'll see a hamstring curl. Two machines right here next to each other. Now with single leg curl, we start off nice and we go work up our way in weight. Focus on contracting and squeezing the hamstrings as hard as we can. You know, start off nice and light, get warmed up, test the machine, and then with each set we increase the weights, going heavier and heavier, trying to get 10 reps on each machine. Same thing, we're going on a C at once, start off nice and light and work our way up the rack, squeezing and get the most tension out of both of them. When you're supersetting both, it's a lot harder because you're doing upwards of 20 reps when they both exercise simultaneously without having a break in between. So those two, they work absolutely great. High tension, high weights, high volume, maximizing both glutes and the hamstring. So they work absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Whoa. Giant to a maggot, big boss status. Ain't gon' lie, I really wish they would like a cabin. I ain't do no front and get my money on the back end. Yesterday's price ain't today, now we taxing. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state, ain't no way I could be out here living like the villain, only way up for me. Moving out the purges, I give time if it was worth it. If you coming from my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead, and there's some things I had to hurt. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me. Back then they didn't want me, now they wanna be me. Keep the grass cut low, cause them snakes still sleazy. Always knew I had to glow, I just had to find a reason. Walk around looking like I own the place. I don't waste no food, man, I always finish off the plate. Ain't contemplate, trenches baby, can't believe we made it safe. Something out of nothing, yeah we made a way. So hungry, think I overate every single shot. Then I'm thinking John Wick, every loss got a lesson, every make got a miss. I can't even think of a man that had me terrified. We got options, pick your poison or just pick a side. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah.
All right, guys, so next exercise on the list is on leg extensions. Well, with me, normally you notice I superset both leg extension and leg press at the same time, but this week we're doing it separately because I want to focus on just isolating the leg extension on its own and then following that with a leg press on its own just for this week as it is. So leg extension, nice simple, start nice and high, focusing more or less on that split second hold at the top and that contraction, and then as we come down, we bring up the weights to get heavy as we go. One thing I always do when it comes to leg extension is when I come to the movement, I point my toes both inwards a bit. And what that does is sends the isolation, sends a lot more tension onto the sweep, outer sweep of the leg. So it's just a quick tip for those guys that are trying to grow their leg sweep. Because most guys, what you find is when they lack legs, normally the leg sweep, that is the part they lack the most. So when we train this, I tend to just put my toe inwards and try to focus the majority of my leg exercises, especially on quads, on the outer sweep part of the movement. So that's just a great tip for you if you're trying to grow your legs. All right, guys, next exercise on this, we've got leg press. We've got a side back leg press here, and we've got the heavy pounds weights here, the 50 kilo plates here, that we're stacking it up with as we go to the leg press, as we go through our exercises, you know, hitting about 4 sets of each one. But now, one thing with leg press that I always see a lot of people do, and it's one thing that is, if you're trying to do a leg press, you're trying to grow your quads, I'm taking it. And one thing that if you want to isolate the quads, where you place your feet is very important. Now, what people tend to do is they tend to place their feet either in the middle of the board or right at the top, and they spread their legs out quite nice and wide because it feels more comfortable on your hips and on your ankles when you come down on our press. But if you're trying to maximize the quad growth itself, I say bring your legs more inwards, let's say shoulder width or less than shoulder width apart, and right down on the plate. So not in the middle, not on the top, or right down on the lower plate. When you leg press there, you realize you can't push as heavy, but your whole tension lands on your quads and not your hamstrings or your glutes. So that's one of the tips. The same thing with squats or anything like that. The lower down the plate and more closer your legs are together, the more quads isolation you call on, and the more tension goes to the quads growing there. Most guys, the reason why they have strong glutes and not great strong legs is because they have that. Anytime they squat or they do any exercise, they have a big wide stance. That pushes a lot of tension and calls for a lot of glute support. If you're trying to grow your legs, bring your legs more narrowed and keep it nice and low on the plate like this, and you'll find out a lot of tension will go straight into the quads. So just a quick tip for you when it comes to leg press. Good boy. Good work. Good work. Good work. Oh, all right, guys. So that's a wrap for our leg day today here at Evolve Fitness. Nice one, solid leg workout. I said less than 14 weeks out from Olympia, so every one of these sections, they count for everything. So we're making the best out of it, like we have been doing. So guys, once again, trying to do these videos and bring the videos to you every week, and put out a few tips now and then when I'm feeling talkative doing training, which is not a lot of times. No. But sometimes when I do, I try to kind of give you guys as much tips on this as I can. But guys, man, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Worth mentioning behind the background because people will be.
Oh yeah, this is the hood, man. This is the ghetto. This is the hood. This is the most hardcore gym you can possibly find. So it matches the theme. So when we're out here,
I think they renovated.
If you want to, you see, you got your walking lunges path right here. As you're walking lunge, you got to dodge bricks at the same time and shedded glass, and it's like proper hood training. And then you got to make sure the dog doesn't come after you. You're able to jump a fence. It's like proper hood training, man. See, you got the ropes, you got the swing, the ropes there. You got everything. You got the cage. Yeah, this is where it all happens. So yeah, Evolve Fitness, man. Hardcore training on.
I ain't do no front and get my money on the back end. Yesterday's price ain't today. Now we taxing. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state. Ain't no way I could be out here living like a villain. Only way up for after purges. I give time if it was worth it. If you coming for my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around,